All right, I hope this works. Beautiful mountain. Can't see the lake, but there's like 6-7 kilometers of just gorgeous lake on my left. This is very nice. You'll see some of the other videos, the glacier just on my right. Spectacular. It's the VOC hut, so Vancouver Outdoor Club hut, and very much appreciate it being here. My brother-in-law Les Watson, Les passed away several years ago, but Les built the first version of this hut. I think it was destroyed a few years ago in an avalanche, and it was rebuilt, and they did a great job. So thinking of Les today. Glacier, top of guard. Sorry, you can't see Sphinx is just slowly coming out of the mist. Way over here is Tabletop Mountain. That's Mount Price, and just over the ridge here on the other side, probably less than 50 meters away, is all of Garibaldi Lake. All right, here I am on the day before my 60th birthday at the VOC hut at Garibaldi Lake. I came up this morning with my wonderful wife Mickey. She hiked up with me for the 9 kilometers to get up to the lake. Then I got in my pack raft and paddled probably about 5 kilometers over here. Set up my gear in the VOC hut and then took the pack raft and went and paddled the 3 lakes that are behind the hut towards the glacier. Hard to see, but you might be able to make out some of the water. Water is very uncertain in terms of depth. It's so mineral laden that you can't really see anything. So sometimes it might be 2 centimeters deep and sometimes it might be 2 meters deep. So I kept getting stuck, not in the middle of the lakes, but when I tried to move my way along some of the creek that goes between them. So finally, when I got to the 3rd lake, which is near the toe of the glacier, right where the rocks are, when I came back, I went back onto the right-hand side and walked through the terrain. It was just much faster to carry the boat, and then paddle just across the creek by the entrance to the bay here. So right in the center you can see Guard Mountain, and then, pardon me, that's Sphinx. Then you move over here, you'll see Guard. There's the water that comes in from Garibaldi Lake itself. That's Tabletop Mountain. Tabletop's a gorgeous looking mountain, but very rotten rock, so very difficult to get to. Definitely a climb, not a hike, and rotten rocks. I doubt many people have gone there. That's Mount Price coming into the main screen right now. Just a gorgeous place. Gorgeous, probably the nicest hike in my view in Garibaldi Park. When you get up there you can see forever. Then moving along, and now you can actually see the Garibaldi Lake main campground is directly ahead, about 5 kilometers away. That's where the main campsites are, and most people are familiar with that area. Moving over onto our right, you'll see the ridge. That ridge, if you continued up, it would eventually take you up to Panorama Ridge. So up in that direction is Taylor Meadows, and behind that ridge you'd be able to see the Tusk. This is the route that you have to follow if you're going to walk in, so very few people do that, although the park ranger this morning said that, much to her surprise, she found a group of people earlier in the week who had done just that. That's just the ridge coming through. You just see the outhouse in the bottom left-hand corner right now. And then back to the glacier. It's just a beautiful day here. Weather's hanging in, a little bit of cloud, but sun. Temperatures probably about, I don't know, 12 degrees. In the hut, it's in, they had a thermometer in the hut in Fahrenheit, and it showed is just around 15. Anyway, beautiful day. All right, so it's about 4:45. We've got to get ready for dinner. I'm in the VOC hut. That's my food bag hanging in the middle, and my little tinfoil mouse preventer. Hopefully the mice can't get through that and into my food, otherwise I won't be eating as much as I'd like tomorrow. So there's 2 VOC hut, give you a quick tour. There's the sort of first sleeping layer, and a non-opening window there, map of the area, some leftover mattress pads. If you look up, way up, you can see the 2nd level, and we'll see if we can move up there. Very similar. Nice big sleeping pad. That window opens. That's probably both an emergency exit if this door is closed. Bit of a drop, but better than being stuck here if there was a fire. Another sleeping platform there. Can't quite see all around. Hopefully the camera picked it up. Down here, there's a Coleman stove. You'll see that's my water bottle. Coleman stove, you have to bring fuel for that stove. I didn't. Future trips would be not a bad idea. I think it would probably heat this thing up, area quite well. I just filled that water bucket. I went down to the lake, filled it up with some fresh water, so that's great. So I can boil water without having to do a bunch of different trips. Some leftover fuel canisters. Frankly, I looked at a couple of them. They're rusted. I don't think they're going to work. If you did bring some of that camp fuel for the stove, you'd also be able to run that lantern. That would be very nice. Shovel, presumably for snow. Fire extinguisher, hopefully never needed and currently charged appropriately. Now, something that's probably not normally in the VOC hut, an Alpaca Packraft, and accompanying carbon paddle. Brought it in simply because then no animals will muck around with it. The piece of area it's on, I think, could serve as a good place to sit for people, or in many cases, I think you could probably sleep somebody there if you had to. So they've also got some entertainment here. Looks like some sort of a dead bug in a bottle, which is always very entertaining. I'm not sure if you can pick up on that, but yeah, I know. Maybe it used to have whiskey in it and you drink from it. I don't know. A few books, a book, Outdoor Club. This is the book that will likely entertain me today since I forgot to bring one. The Partner by John Grisham. It apparently is a terrific book according to Entertainment Weekly, so I'm looking forward to that. The Corn Grows Right would be an alternate choice from the Puffin Newberry Library. Here we go. I apologize. I'm not used to doing this. And then also One Summer is another option to read. Frisbee for those of you who come in with somebody to play Frisbee with. And then some journals and things. Several decks of cards. Don't know if all the cards are there, but I'm not a big solitaire guy. I think for me, and ladder. The ladder here is to get up into the upper sleeping area. Just one more quick look up there, and this time I'll turn around so I can actually see what I'm showing you. So you can see another significant sleeping loft up here. Let's just crawl up here. I'm going to set my stuff up in a little bit, but just if you could get the inscription on this. I'm not sure the camera will pick it up. What it says is the Burton hut, built in 1969 for the enjoyment of all. Please help keep the hut clean and maintain and in good repair, VOC. My brother-in-law, Les Watson, in one of the videos I did earlier today, Les was one of the people to build the first hut. And then, of course, it was destroyed, I believe, by an avalanche. See out the window, a little bit of condensation in here. Double pane glass, of course, to keep it a little bit cooler, but what a view. Les helped build it, and then the original hut was destroyed, I think, in an avalanche, and they rebuilt it a few years ago. And think of Les today because he passed away a few years ago. And probably about 7 years ago, my wife and I snowshoed in here in the winter over the lake. And I'd taken some pictures of that to give to Les, and we took it to when he was in the hospital in Calgary. And we shared the photos with him, and he was quite excited just to see the whole area again. So, Les, we're thinking of you today. It's September 24th, about 9 o'clock, and I turned 60 today. What a great start to my day. Up at the VOC hut, went outside, a little bit of exercise, got packed up, got the Packraft. Only about a half hour or so to get to Sphinx Bay, where I'm at right now. A little bit longer, maybe 45 minutes. Beautiful. I'm just in the creek here. You can see the glacier behind me. Just in the creek, drifting slowly out into the lake. Just a gorgeous day. Nothing too hot. You can see up, that would be Guard Mountain from the front, or at least the start of Guard Mountain. And then you'll see as we move around the rest of Garibaldi Lake, that's Black Tusk in the middle of the screen. And then coming up on the left is kind of the back of Mount Price. So just a beautiful location. It's kind of a nice start to my day, just drifting through this little creek, and I guess eventually I would make it way back in the lake, but I'm about to pick up and start paddling. Gonna look up, way up, and there you go. You'll see Tabletop Mountain doesn't look quite so flat from this angle. Boat spinning a little faster due to the creek, and we're coming back right into where we started. Great morning.